I absolutely love watching Bob's Burgers. One of the things that draws me to this show is the great sentimental moments that are always so wholesome. It's heartwarming to see the Belcher family show their love and care for each other in such genuine ways. I always look forward to these moments, and they make the show so much more than your typical animated sitcom. Tonight, I tuned into the most recent episode, hoping to experience some more of the same wholesomeness. But unfortunately, the episode didn't quite live up to my expectations. It was a bit disappointing to see the lack of those touching moments that I've come to love in the show. Especially since the foundations were clearly there, they just didn't follow through with them. So I figured we could talk about the most recent episode of Bob's Burgers and hopefully figure out what went wrong and what happened to the heart in the show. I mean, they didn't even bother to do a Valentine's Day episode this year. Where's the heart? If you could leave a like and subscribe, that would mean the world to me. You can always unsubscribe at a later date if you don't like what I'm posting. I'm really trying to hit 3k, so help me out. Right, anyway, let's talk Bob's Burgers. Tina started by being quite relatable, talking about how her life is a failure and it's all being her fault. Been there, Tina, been there. The scout leader convinces Tina to do extra work because it'll look good on her resume in the future. I can't tell you the amount of times I've done things because I was told it would look good on my CV one day. I did a business course, first aid course, I did all sorts. But now I can't even fit that stuff onto my CV, and if I did, people wouldn't care about something I did when I was 15. Don't sign up for stuff, kids. Just enjoy your childhood. Chill. God, hopefully no one who's a kid watches these videos. I am an awful role model. Don't listen to me. Tina talks about how she's been busy having fun there, whereas essentially an American version of the brownies. That's not racist, is it? Hold on, let me just double check. Brownies. No, brownies, girls, scouts. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's real. Okay, it's definitely real. Why does Google want to know my look? Oh god, because I've been searching up 7 to 10 year old girls again. Again? What did I say again? Let me just block that. Anyway, Tina's been having fun with the brownies. I'm worried now. I know I just googled it and looked it up and it's definitely the name, but still, let's call them the... What's the name of the group? The Thunder Girls, just to be safe. Anyway, Tina has now switched gears and is worried about her future. I love, after Tina has explained everything to her family, Linda goes, "Relax, you can still get your lightning thingy. Isn't that just everyone's mum?"
Tina, listen, you can still get your lightning thingy. You're just gonna have to pick up the pace a bit.
Mums care, and they're interested in what you're doing, but they're not great at retaining information. I forget that Linda's voice actor is a man sometimes. That's how good a performance he delivers. Can we also just take a second to admire this family setup? Bob cooking, Linda preparing the glasses. I love this image. I love this family. I sound like Gene when he was locked in the room that he thought was soundproof. Tina wants to earn a bunch of badges with the brownies. I mean, the Lightning Girls, what was it? Thunderbirds? Thunder Girls. Right. So she convinces Bob to go bird watching with her. I love seeing the family out together, just being a family. We don't often get sweet moments like this between Tina and Bob, because Tina's usually distracted by boys or butts or something.
Psst. Your ass is grass and I'm gonna mow it.
Leave me alone.
So I was really glad that we got the setup for a nice moment between the two of them. Now, the problem here is, this episode doesn't really do anything with that. I was excited to see how this would play out in terms of their relationship and the family dynamic. The setup had all the markings of a great episode, with potential for wholesome family moments. However, it ultimately fell short of my expectations. Rather than exploring the family's relationships and building on their existing bonds, the plot focused more on the characters hitting the they pay a price stage of the story circle. It was all consequences and no heart. It left very little room for the emotional connections I've been hoping to see. Tina and Bob get some advice from a park ranger. Does America have park rangers in their local parks? I thought there was more like for national parks.
Yeah, I've always been a bit of an outdoorsman.
We have tons of parks around here, and I've never once seen a park ranger. Tina and Bob try to lure birds to them so they can tick a bunch off their checklist. I'm not sure why they didn't try turning invisible and then just walk up to the birds. Oh, sorry, I've been playing Miles Morales too much. Bob plays the sounds of birds squawking in the hopes of attracting birds. A very different technique to the one that Rick and Eddie tried in the first episode of Bottom.
No, there's everything right. My love.
Is that one mine?
Yeah, that's your bed.
Right.
I was wondering if this would work, because this is how I get my dogs to come in if it's getting late. I open up YouTube and play the sound of dogs barking, and they come running in hoping to play with the dogs that aren't there. Are birds smarter than dogs? The B-plot of this episode is pretty forgettable. Linda, Teddy, Jean and Louise are daring each other to do daft little things in the restaurant. Not sure why they thought this was a good B-plot. It almost feels like it was meant for the first draft, but they forgot to take it out. Bob and Tina spot a blue jay in the park.
Look over there, Tina. It's a blue jay. See it?
I don't know why I presented that like I was the commentator for Gogglebox. We then get 2 bits of wordplay. The park ranger combines the word bird and murderer to call Tina and Bob a birderer. Not funny, but the pun works. Oh, when they were attracting the birds earlier, one of the birds was snatched up by a hawk, and the ranger is blaming them. They didn't fire a Glock or a pigeon or anything. I just thought I'd explain why they're being called a birderer, because we sort of skipped over that part of the plot. Then Bob plays with the words find and fine, which once again isn't funny, but it is a pun, I suppose, so yeah. The writing has really fallen off this season, hasn't it? They even had a crow in this episode, and Bob was called a birderer. It's a shame there wasn't a bunch of crows, because he could have said, there's been a murder. See, puns aren't funny. The park ranger kneels in front of Tina so they can all watch a crow together. But something feels off about this image. Tina isn't that tall, is she? Did the animator just remove the park ranger's legs from the knee down? He would not be this small kneeling down. There's something off about this. What's even more disturbing than this is the fact that he was willing to kneel down on the floor of a park bathroom. There's no way that floor isn't covered in pee. Absolutely no way. The episode ends with Bob and Tina returning to the restaurant, and they try and do one more joke about the dares they've been doing. I have to say now the episode's over, that's the weakest B-plot this show has ever done. It feels like the writers didn't even try. And the main plot, well, it started off with potential. Bob's Burgers is known for having these incredibly sweet family moments. Like Gene admitting that he's having a wonderful childhood, or Gene shouting, I love my family. We could have had a nice bonding moment between Tina and Bob, but the episode just didn't really stick with it. Bit of a letdown, really. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed in this episode. It had some entertaining moments, and I've certainly seen worse TV this week. I'm looking at you. Terrible show. Season 4 is unwatchable. This season has had some great episodes. The one where they went to see Bob's mum's grave was absolutely beautiful. I wish we could get more episodes like that. But yeah, the episode lacked the heart that Bob's Burgers has become known for. Hopefully we can make our way back to it with the last few episodes of this season. Anyway, be sure to stick around till the end for the meme of the day. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you sticking around. I've been really busy with life and stuff, but I'm going to try and do a few more videos this week, and we'll see where we go. Let's try and make it to 3K. Right, this is the meme of the day. Alright, I'll let you go. Bye.